How y'all doing today? It's good to be in the house. It's good to be seen. What is it, Sunday today? Hope y'all are in good spirits. Hope y'all done already started off your day giving thanks to the Almighty. One thing that was on my mind today was a lot of questions people are presenting about how are you making it through these times right now. And I'm going to be honest with you because I'm a very spiritual person. I believe in having your own time to take care of you while you are doing everything else to accommodate, work needs, family needs, and other things. But it's important, it's very important that you keep yourself happy and sane. Keep yourself in a place in which you have an outlet, especially while you are doing for others. So I've broken it down to 3 components. For me, every morning give thanks for waking up. Thank your higher power, which for me is Jesus Christ. Your higher power may be something else for you. So I'm not going to tell you who to serve, but I'm just going to tell you what works for me. And serving Jesus Christ has been very rewarding for me. So that's one. Give thanks every morning, even when you don't feel like it. Because that happens a lot, especially as you get older. Sometimes it's just a challenge just to get out of bed, but when you get up, give thanks. Acknowledge Him. Number 2, don't allow people to come in and out of your day-to-day routine. You have to guard that. So you have your own schedule. And I guess this is all incorporated together. Create your own schedule and evaluate. You evaluate who comes in and out of your circle. Don't allow other people to determine who goes in and out. You evaluate who goes in and out within your routine. It's all about timing. It's all about timing. Don't allow other people to do it. Did you hear what I said? Don't allow other people to determine how they come in and out of your routine. You decide that. You create your schedule by what you plan on doing, and you decide how other people come in and out of your routine. It's just that simple. So just because people are calling you, asking you to do this and do that, it's okay to say, well, let me look at my schedule and think about it and get back with you. It's okay to have your time when you're not able to get to the phone. If you're in the midst of something, don't forget now the challenges that most people face is the inability to guard their time. So if you have a schedule and there's things that you plan on doing, don't just allow people to distract or disrupt your routine. Okay? That's the next thing. You decide that. It may take some time for you to practice that, because you'll end up finding out that the people that you have to do that with are close family and friends. which everybody has had to do if you want to develop a firm routine. You have to do that. It's going to take some toughness, but you can do it. I know you can. And then the third thing is make sure that you are getting adequate amount of sleep, the adequate amount of rest, and that you are putting the right things into your body. That's so very important. Adequate sleep and rest will make for a long life. Adequate sleep and rest. And watching what you put into your body. We are in a time in which you have to be watching what you put into your body. So now, I am a pescatarian. I was a vegetarian. But I'm a pescatarian now. I do eat, on occasion, fish, seafood, like shrimp. And I will have some chicken from time to time. Grilled chicken. I'd stay away from fried foods. But it's important that we are guarding our bodies. Your body is directly correlated with your mind. And so if you are feeding it right and staying healthy, eating your fruits and your vegetables, I do mostly vegetables, you will remove yourself from high risk of other things that become distractions as you get older. High blood pressure, cardiovascular problems, cardio disease, diseases in general, if you're eating healthy. And I'm not saying everything that you buy has to be organic, but I am saying make sure that you use common sense when you buy things. Make sure that you're washing things. Make sure that you aren't cooking things with grease. Make sure you're baking more things. Stay away from the grease, y'all. It only compounds cardio problems and heart problems. Okay? And so these things will help you to feel good so that you can do the things that you need to do throughout the week. Because when you feel good, you're better prepared to be able to do what you have to do. And I'm not just talking about making it to work. Everybody has to work. Well, I don't know how many people are working right now. But even if you aren't going to your 9 to 5, you need to be doing something. You need to be working. Keep your foolishness to a minimal. Okay? And that goes back to number 2, guarding your space. Guarding who you allow to come in and out. Because a lot of us don't do things like waste time unless we are coaxed into it. We don't have time to waste. That's the importance of organization. Okay? Because if you're organizing, it's not going to be time for people there will be less time available for you to entertain things to get you off the path. Okay? So this is just something that I hope is helpful to you. We'll probably catch up again. I know that they are starting to loosen restrictions in the state of Virginia and in Maryland. So make sure that you're applying these principles, especially now. Be safe. If they tell you to wear your mask, wear your mask. I usually don't wear my mask unless I'm in crowded places, because I have my own little theory on how the virus is spread, or this germ or whatever they want to call it. It's in the air. So if you're breathing in, you're breathing in whatever in the air. I mean, that's just kind of common sense. Now, the face mask can serve as a barrier For things like people sneezing, you can, I guess, minimize big droplets of stuff. But things like air, if it's in the air, you're breathing it in. So that's kind of how that goes. The best thing that you can do, that goes back to number 2 again, watching what you put into your body. Excuse me, not number 2, number 3. Watch what you put into your body. It's very important because that's the basis for your immune system. And that's why it's important to get your sleep. Sleep is important. Get your sleep. Sleep contributes to a healthy immune system because that's when your body is rejuvenating itself. It's rejuvenating itself while you are asleep because the body is in shutdown mode, so it can rest. Believe it or not, your body does have to rest. Your organs do have to rest. That's why making sure that you're eating right and sleeping right are important. Your body needs to rest in order for it to perform the way that you need it to. If you're not resting, the body can get burned out. And things like a cold can, make you sick, take you out. So get your rest. Watch what you're putting in to keep your immune system strong. All of it contributes to a healthy immune system. Okay? All of it contributes to your mental health. So I am a counselor that specializes in mental health, but I consider myself a counselor not specifically just limited to mental health. Because it's about survival. So keeping your peace, all of these things that I just talked about can contribute to a healthy mental health disposition. Now, some people need more. Some people need, some things are influenced chemically. And I urge anybody that's experiencing or knows that they have a history of instability, inability to make rational decisions, inability to manage heightened levels of anger, anxiety, depression. Talk to a doctor, get a referral for a psychiatrist. There's medications to help you stabilize those chemical components. Okay? So some things are best addressed through a psychiatrist, okay? So that you can effectively implement the principles that I just mentioned. Because if you can't have a meaningful level of stability, it's going to be almost impossible to go through the 3 things that I just talked about today to make life better for yourself. Okay? So some people ask, well, how do I get a doctor? Well, most emergency rooms have psychiatric units, especially in Virginia, in Richmond, Virginia. You have MCV, you have Bon Secours Community Hospital in East End. You have St. Mary's. You have Chippenham Tuckers in Southside Chesterfield area, which I think is the most, what's the word that I want to use? I would say they're a little ahead of their time, or more advanced than the other hospitals. Maybe MCV has just the same amount of resources as Chippenham. But I would say Chippenham has, because they have units specialized. If there's a need for heightened levels of intervention. They have units that will allow people to engage in a form of rehabilitation to address severe cases. But I think that they also have a large amount of resources and connections. And MCV is good too. I say MCV, VCU, the hospital downtown. They have a lot of resources too. So that's important. But after you get your medications or whatever, it's still important to talk to somebody to help implement some of the things that I just mentioned to improve your life. Medication can be the beginning, but it shouldn't be the end all to long-term wellness, mentally, emotionally, physically, and so on. Okay? So I'll see you in a little bit. I'll follow up with you. Again, stay safe. Practice your social distancing. And I'm going to stay prayed up. I don't know how you all exercise your own spiritual connections, but some people will call it meditation or whatever, but it's good to practice gratefulness and appreciation for the many things that we can't control. We can impact some things, but many things we can't control. And so if you're looking at this right now, you can pretty much rest assured that somebody has helped you to get here to this place. Okay? So I will talk with you soon. Shay Dennis with Youth Advocacy Services. And again, be safe. And I'll be talking with you soon. All right, bye-bye.